This video is designed to help you start a street food business. At the end of the video, you'll find a valuable gift. It's a street food business plan that you can download, and will lay down for you, step by step, everything you need to know to start a successful street food business of your own. If you are new to this channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button for more videos like this. Once you decide on a street food business, you need first to determine the type of food you want to sell to consumers, whether it's home cooking, pot-on cuisine, chicken paitsil, wart egg, Middle Eastern food, or Chinese food. So, your business will be more focused later, because it will be easier for you to make menu lists. The impact, of course, you will not lose loyal customers, because you have a lot of menus. Choose your location. Do you have an ideal place in mind for your street food stall? There is a chance that it might not be the right location for your business, per se. You should research the area and consider certain elements before you set up. That is because your nearest competition, foot traffic, and location guidelines could make or break your profits. Here are the things that matter most. Choose a commercial area with high foot traffic throughout the week. Try to select a spot that does not have similar street food stalls. Opt for a location that is visible amidst the surrounding. Selecting a bright-colored truck can grab attention too. Consider the opening and closing timings of other food vendors in the area. In addition, it would help if you learn about parking permits, licenses, etc. Knowing this information will give you a better idea of how things will pan out for your business. Plus, there is a chance that your favorite spot is already off limits. Estimating costs. There's no set formula for determining how much starting a street food business is going to cost you, since the niche is very broad and there are too many possibilities. But even so, if you were to estimate, here's a general expense breakdown. Food cart business, $3,000-$5,000 on a fully equipped food cart. $500-$700 on your ingredients and initial food stock. $400-$600 on permits and registrations. $500 upwards on marketing. $500 for the first month to park and clean the cart. $500 in other miscellaneous costs. For comparison purposes, here are the estimates for a food truck business: $50,000-$75,000 on a retrofitted food truck. $1,000-$1,500 on initial ingredients. $2,000 on permits and licenses. $2,000 for the first month of a commercial kitchen rental. $500 for the first month of parking and maintaining the truck. $1,800 on kitchen supplies. $3,000 on marketing and promotion. $2,000 on packaging. $500 in miscellaneous costs. Huge difference, right? Regardless of your choice, you need to do the math before spending any money so that you do not run out before you get started. Selecting raw material. Talking about food quality can never be separated from the raw materials used. Well, this factor is also important to note. Quality raw materials will certainly produce quality dishes too, especially if you measure the spices correctly. About the taste, certainly no need to doubt. Then, how to find it? Of course, again, you have to do your research. Look for a lot of information about quality ingredients related to the menu in your food stall. Then, find the right suppliers that can work together to support your business. When considering raw materials, it is not only a matter of quality, but also availability. Consider whether you need to stock up daily, weekly, or even monthly. Of course, this is also related to the operational costs required. On-site and online branding. Today, your delicious food and authentic recipes are one part of running a profitable food business. The other half depends on your savvy restaurant marketing skills. There are 3 crucial steps you need to begin. Basic branding essentials. Branding starts with an appealing business name and a catchy slogan. Think about it, everyone knows that it's finger-licking good at KFC, and it's a whole new neighborhood when you head to Applebee's. Likewise, you need a memorable name and impactful tagline to make an impression on your prospective audience. Attractive aesthetics. As they say, a picture says 1,000 words. Everything from your brand logo to the color of your food stall needs to align with your brand identity. Evoke emotions and gain visibility by selecting shades that encapsulate the vibe you want to create. Use a similar strategy when you are purchasing serving utensils and designing marketing your content. Marketing strategy. Opt for a mixed marketing plan to reach a wider audience. That means distributing pretty pamphlets, running an enticing social media campaign, and renting eye-catching vehicle signage. You also need an official social media handle and website to connect with your tech-inclined audience. The key here is to stay consistent, whether you are marketing online or offline. Also, use marketing content that resonates with your audience. These nuances will draw in more attention compared to conventional and costly advertisements. Overall, learning how to start a street food stall is all about knowing the logistics involved alongside other aspects of restaurant management and restaurant marketing. Once you have everything in order, you can turn on the stove and impress your customers with lip-smacking treats. The next part of the video is not specific to a street food business. Nevertheless, this knowledge is essential for success in the street food business, as well as in any other business. Ignore it at your own peril. Operating a successful street food business will depend on the following 4 conventions. 1. A practical plan, with a solid foundation. 2. Dedication, and willingness to sacrifice, to reach your goal. 3. Technical skills. 4. Basic knowledge of management, finance, record keeping and market analysis. As a new owner, you will need to master these skills and techniques if your business is to be successful. Finding a niche. Small businesses range in size from a manufacturer, with many employees, and millions of dollars in equipment, to the lone window washer, with a bucket and a sponge. Obviously, the knowledge and skills, required for these 2 extremes, are far apart, but for success they have one thing in common. Each has found a business niche, and is filling it. The most critical problems you will face, in your early planning, will be to find your niche, and determine the feasibility of your idea. Get into the right business at the right time, is very good advice, but following that advice, may be difficult. Many entrepreneurs plunge into a business venture, so blinded by the dream, that they fail to thoroughly evaluate its potential. Is your business idea feasible? Before you invest time, effort, and money, the following exercise will help you separate sound ideas from those bearing a high potential for failure. Identify and briefly describe the business you plan to start. Identify the product or service you plan to sell. Answering yes to any of the following 3 questions means you are on the right track. A negative answer to all of them means the road ahead could be rough. 1. Does your product or service satisfy an unfilled need? 2. Will your product or service serve an existing market in which demand exceeds supply? 3. Will your product or service be competitive, based on its quality, selection, price, or location? Market analysis. For a small business to be successful, the owner must know the market. To learn the market, you must analyze it, a process that takes time and effort. You don't have to be a trained statistician to analyze the marketplace, nor does the analysis have to be costly. Analyzing the market is a way to gather facts about potential customers, and to determine the demand for your product or service. The more information you gather, the greater your chances of capturing a segment of the market. Know the market before investing your time and money in any business venture. The following questions will help you collect the information necessary to analyze your market, and determine if your product or service will sell. This brief exercise will give you a good idea of the kind of market planning you need to do. An answer of no to any of the questions indicates a weakness in your plan, so do your research until you can answer each question with a yes. 1. Do you know who your customers will be? 2. Do you understand their needs and desires? 3. Do you know where they live? 4. Will you be offering the kind of products or services that they will buy? 5. Will your prices be competitive in quality and value? 6. Will your promotional program be effective? 7. Do you understand how your business compares with your competitors? 8. Will your business be conveniently located for the people you plan to serve? 9. Will there be adequate parking facilities for the people you plan to serve? Planning your startup. The following questions are grouped according to function. They are designed to help you prepare for opening day. Merchandise. Have you decided what items you will sell or produce, or what services you will provide? Have you made a merchandise plan, based upon estimated sales, to determine the amount of inventory you will need to control purchases? Have you found reliable suppliers, who will assist you in the startup? Have you compared the prices, quality, and credit terms of suppliers? Business records. Are you prepared to maintain complete records of sales, income and expenses, accounts payable, and receivables? Have you determined how to handle payroll records, tax reports, and payments? Do you know what financial reports should be prepared, and how to prepare them? Finances. A large number of small businesses fail each year. There are a number of reasons for these failures, but one of the main reasons is insufficient funds. Too many entrepreneurs try to start and operate a business without sufficient capital, money. To avoid this dilemma, you can review your situation by analyzing the following 3 questions. 1. How much money do you have? 2. How much money will you need to start your business? 3. How much money will you need to stay in business? In order to answer the second question, how much money will you need to start your business? You need to prepare an estimate of all your startup costs. Here is a list of items you may need to take into account. Note that this list is for a retail business. Items will vary for service, construction, manufacturing or online firms. Decorating and remodeling, fixtures and equipment, installing fixtures and equipment, services and supplies, beginning inventory cost, legal, professional fees, licenses and permits, telephone utility deposits, insurance, signs, advertising for opening, unanticipated expenses. Now, the answer to the third question, how much money will you need to stay in business? Must be divided into 2 parts, immediate costs, and future costs. From the moment the door to your new business opens, a certain amount of income may come in. However, this income should not be projected in your operating expenses. You will need enough money available to cover costs for at least the first 3 months of operation. The following list will help you project your operating expenses on a monthly basis. Typical expenses for 1 month may include your living costs, employee wages, rent, advertising, supplies, utilities, insurance, taxes, maintenance, delivery, transportation, miscellaneous. Now sum up the total estimated monthly expenses and multiply it by 3. This is the amount of cash you will need to cover operating expenses for 3 months. Deposit this amount in a savings account before opening your business. Use it only for those purposes listed in the above list, because this money will ensure that you will be able to continue in business during the crucial early stages. By adding the total startup costs to the total expenses for 3 months, you can learn what the estimated costs will be to start and operate your business for 3 months. By subtracting the totals of the lists from the cash available, you can determine the amount of additional financing you may need, if any. Now you will need to estimate your operating expenses for the first year after startup. The first step in determining your annual expenses is to estimate your sales volume, month by month. Next, determine the cost of sales. You may want to use a spreadsheet to do this. After startup, the primary source of revenue in your business will be from sales, but your sales will vary from month to month because of seasonal patterns and other factors. It is important to determine if your monthly sales will produce enough income to pay each month's bills. An estimated cash flow projection will show if the monthly cash balance is going to be subject to such factors as the following: failure to recognize seasonal trends, excessive cash taken from the business for living expenses, too rapid expansion, and slow collection of accounts if credit is extended to customers. Conclusion: if you have carefully answered all the questions in this video, you have seriously thought about your goal. However, there may be some things you may feel you need to know more about. Owning and running a street food business is a continuous learning process. Research your idea, and do as much as you can, yourself, but don't hesitate to seek help from people who can tell you what you need to know. As we conclude this video, it's time you get your free street food business plan gift. Go to the description below this video to get it now. It is completely free, no strings attached. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and hit the subscribe button for more videos like this.